Hello friends, welcome to the VMS class. So we are having the computer awareness test series where we have collected multiple computer awareness questions which are asked in the previous years for various competitive examinations. Here I am going to show you some of the quiz questions to test the students' knowledge in the computers, and it will be very helpful for students to get more score in the competitive examinations in the section of computers. And there are several sections will be there, which starts from introduction to the computer, networking, about the application software and system software. Many categories are there. So I am going to show you some of the model questions. And in this live sessions, just I will show you the question. You can guess the answer. So after that, even I will show you the correct answer for that question. It is something like a live test for you. You can guess the answers for the quiz questions. Okay, let us begin the question number 1. The word computer has been derived from which of the following languages? So this is the word computer. It has been derived from which of the following language? Here we have the options. It is Greek language, English language, Hindi and Latin. So which language is the source for the computer? That is the question. Okay. Can you guess the answer here? For every question, I will show you the question and options. You just guess the correct answer. Then I will show you the correct answer after at least 20 to 30 seconds of time. The word computer has been derived from which of the following language? Options are Greek, English, Hindi and Latin. Let us see the answer. Correct answer is Latin. This computer has been derived from the word computere. The meaning of computere is something like calculation. So from that this computer word has derived. The correct answer is Latin. Okay. The word computer has been derived from which of the following language? The correct answer is Latin. Even if you can comment your answer. So when the question is passed, question number 2, Input, comma, output and processing devices grouped together represent. If you know the answer, you can comment. The answer is A, B, C, D. You can comment the answer. If you know the answer, you can comment it. Input, comma, output and processing devices grouped together represents. You can give your answer in the form of comment. Option A, B, C, D. Input, comma, output and processing devices grouped together represent. Option A, mobile device. Option B, information processing cycle. Option C, computer system. Option D, circuit board. If you know the answer, you can please comment your answer. What will be the correct answer here? All these are the previous questions which are asked in various competitive examinations. Okay, let us see what is the answer for this. Computer system. Computer system is a group of input, output, processing. So normally the input will be taken from the input devices that will be given to the CPU for processing. Okay, and after it is processed, it will be producing the output. So this is basically the computer system, the diagram. Okay, that is what the question is. Input, output and processing devices. Input will be collected from input devices. Okay, input devices can be keyboard, even mouse, scanner. All these are input devices. And output devices are something like the monitor, okay, printer. All these are examples for output devices. The correct answer for this is C. Okay. Now let us move to the another question. Which of the following is the correct order of four major functions of a computer? Okay. Which of the following is the correct order of the four major functions of a computer? There are totally four major functions of a computer. So you see this, all options are mostly same, but the question is they are asking about the correct order. Okay. What is the correct order in this? If you know the correct answer, you can please comment your answer. So what is the correct answer? The four major functions of a computer. Four major functions of a computer. The four major functions are input, output, process, storage. Okay. Input, output, process, storage. Now, which is the correct option? Which is the correct sequence? You can notice that all options are same, but you have to give the correct sequence. Which is the correct sequence? Okay, can we see the correct answer? Answer is D. Input, process, output, storage. So in the previous question only, I have shown a diagram something like this. Input will be given to processor, process, then we will get output. If something is required to store the input or to store the output, we need the storage. Okay, we need the storage here. So the sequence is input, process, output, storage. The correct answer is option D. Which of the following is the correct order of the four major functions of a computer? Okay, let us move to the next question. Collecting the data and converting into information is called dash. Collecting the data and converting it into information is called dash. Option A, processing. Option B, compiling. Option C, importing. Option D, exporting. Collecting the data and converting it into information is called. What is the correct answer? Option A, processing. Option B, compiling. Option D, importing. Option C, importing. Option D, exporting. If you know the answer, you can please comment your answer. What is the correct answer for this? Collecting the data and converting it into information is called what? Whether it is processing. Good. Some of the students have given the answer processing. If you know the answer, you can please comment it. Okay, let us see the correct answer. It's a good guess from the but. Collecting the data and converting it into information. So normally for every computer, raw data, okay, raw data is any kind of fact. We can say that it is a raw data that can be a alphabets, that can be a numbers. Okay, that is considered as a data that will be given for processing. So that processing will give the information. Okay, correct answer is processing. Good. The question number 5, computer cannot perform. Option A, computer cannot take input, and computer cannot perform output. It means it cannot produce the output. That is the meaning. And option C, thinking. Computer cannot thinking. Okay. It cannot think on its own. Computer cannot perform processing. So what will be the correct answer? You can guess. If you know the correct answer, you can comment it. But is given the answer thinking. Yes, it is a very like easy question, I feel. Computer cannot think on its own. So nowadays, you know that the AI, artificial intelligence, is coming into the picture. So with the introduction of AI, even computers are able to think. Okay, with the introduction of AI, computers are able to think. But if you see the options, basically, computer cannot think on its own. Okay, because it is a machine, it cannot think. You know that the robots, even we have some movies are there, robots are now able to think, right? Because some neurological processing are also that kind of software they are integrating into the robots, so that the robots are now able to think. Okay, but as per this question, the correct answer is C. Computer cannot think on its own. Okay, good. Question number 6. So we have 20 questions for this live session. Okay, so please be online. If you like this session, you can please double click on it. Okay, you like this session. So I don't want to waste much time, because just I want to give some thinking time, at least 20 seconds. Let's show the answer. So this kind of way, I want to guide the students to attempt the questions in the better way. A computer cannot perform which of the following functions? Computer cannot perform, uh, very good. So addition, it can perform subtraction, bake a cake, division. So even if you want to prepare something, again it comes to the robots, right? Nowadays the smart cities are able to cook also. Okay, but as per these are some of the questions from the year of 20, okay, 15, last 10 year onwards. I have collected some of the questions. Okay, because in the even 10 years back onwards, computers cannot do baking process like that. But if you say the nowadays the robots again, even they are able to cook, right? Even they are going to do operations also. Okay, the computers are able to do, okay, medical operations also. But as per this, the correct answer is C. Computers cannot bake. Okay, it's again a very simple question. Now, question number 7. Part number, description, and number parts order of examples. What is the correct answer? Part number, description, and number of parts order of examples. Option A, control. Option B, output. Option C, processing. Option D, feedback. Okay, let's see the answer. B. It is output. Okay. Question number 8. The benefits of computers are, this is basically one of the question to make the students to understand whether they know the advantage of computers or not. Option A, computers are very fast and can store huge amount of data. Option B, provide accurate output either input is correct or not. Option C, think about the processing. Option D, all of the above. The benefits of computers are very fast and can store huge amount of data, provide accurate output either input is correct or not. Option C, think about processing, and option D, all of the above. Okay, if you know the answer, you can please comment here whether option A, B, C, D, what is the correct answer. Let us see the answer. Option A is the correct one because you see that option B and C are slightly okay incorrect statements. Computers provide accurate output either input is correct or not. Okay. Sometimes if the input or the instructions are correct, then only computer can give the correct results. If input is wrong, then how can we expect the accurate output? Okay. So that is some kind of wrong statement here. Computer cannot think about the processing. It cannot think basically, right? So basically because option B and C are wrong, you cannot say D, right? So option D also wrong. So we can say answer A is correct. Sometimes whenever you are attempting any question, it is also something like mathematics kind of problem. You need to see odd man out. Okay. When four options are given, you need to check four options. If B and C is wrong, then obviously D also not possible. All of the above is wrong. So that's why you have to select option A. When you are having some doubt for any answer, at that time you have to choose add man out kind of logic. Okay. Okay. Question number 9. A collection of unprocessed items is what? Option A, information. Option B, data. Option C, memory. Option D, reports. A collection of unprocessed items is what? Option A, information. Option B, data. Option C, memory. Option D, reports. A collection of unprocessed items is what? If you know the correct answer, you can please give the answer in the comments. A collection of unprocessed items is dash information, data, memory, reports. Let's see the answer B. A collection of unprocessed items is option B, data. So we have seen the similar kind of question, right? So data will be given for processing so that you will get information. So a collection of unprocessed items is data. Okay. So this is a topic of introduction to computer. Okay. The topic is introduction to computer. So that's why the questions are mainly on this topic. Okay. Topic is introduction to computers. A collection of unprocessed items is data. Correct answer. Okay. Question number 10. Which among the following cycle consists of an input, processing, output, and storage as its constituents? Option A, processing. Option B, output. Option C, input. Option D, data. If you know the correct answer, you can please give your answer in the comments. So this live session is about just to test the knowledge, and this is a very helpful to revise your computer awareness, and it will be very helpful for your competitive examinations also, because most of the questions those are from the previous question papers only. Which among the following cycle consists of an input, processing, output, and storage as its constituents? Okay, the correct answer is data, because with the help of data only you are going to give. It's something like the data is passed as input, then it will go for processing and it will go for output, and if any input or output is need to be stored, we are going to use the storage. Okay, it's basically the data is the center item where you are going to do all these four stages. Correct answer is data. Next question, question number 11. Dash is data that has been organized and presented in a meaningful fashion. Dash is data that has been organized and presented in a meaningful fashion. Option A process. Option B, software. Option C, storage. Option D, information. Dash is data that has been organized and presented in a meaningful fashion. If you like this session, you can please double tap on the screen. You can give a like. The correct answer is information. So if you see the main concepts, we know that data is only the going to be processed and we will get the information, right? So information is a organized and structured data. Information is a organized and structured and meaningful data, right? So correct answer is D. Question number 12. Data or information used to run the computer is called what? Option A, hardware. Option B, CPU. Option C, peripheral. Option D, software. Data or information used to run the computer is called dash. Option A, hardware. Option B, CPU. Option C, peripheral. Option D, software. If you know the answer, you can please give your answer in the chat box. Data or information used to run the computer is called dash. Okay, let us see the answer. D, software. If you want to run the computer using the data or information, we need software. Option D is the correct answer. Software. Okay. Question number 13. The steps and tasks needed to process data, such as responses to questions or clicking an icon, are called what? The steps and tasks needed to process data, such as responses to questions or clicking an icon are called dash. Option A, instructions. Option B, the operating system. Option C, application software. Option D, system unit. The steps and tasks needed to process data such as responses to questions or clicking an icon are called what? Instructions. Operating system, application software, the system unit. Okay, let us see the answer. Instructions. We need instructions to process the data. Whenever you want to get the correct output, you have to provide the correct instructions to the computer. If you are giving the incorrect instructions, the computer also will give the incorrect result. Okay, the correct answer for this is instructions. The steps and tasks needed to process data such as responses to questions or clicking an icon are called instructions. Okay. Question number 14. The earliest calculating device is what? The earliest calculating device. If you know the correct answer, you can please comment it. Option A, calculator. Option B, abacus. Option C, difference engine. Option D, analytical engine. The earliest calculating device is option A, calculator. Option B, abacus. Option C, difference engine. Option D, analytical engine. The earliest calculating device. Let us see the answer. Abacus. It is the first calculating device. Even in the mathematics, there is a concept of abacus, which you can calculate with the help of fingers. Okay. Before the calculators, the abacus concept is there. Okay. Correct answer is D. Question number 15. Abacus can perform option A, addition. Option B, subtraction. Option C, multiplication. Option D, none. If you know the correct answer, you can please comment in the chat box. Abacus can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and none. If you know the correct answer, you can please give your answer in the chat box. Okay, let's see the answer. Abacus can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication. So all the options are correct here. Okay. This question is something like multiple options are correct. So we have added some of the questions to test the students' knowledge. Abacus can perform addition, subtraction, and multiplication. The Napier's technology used for calculation called naptologia, uvologia, semiconductor, rhabdologia. If you know the correct answer, you can please comment your answer in the chat box. Let's see the correct answer. Option D, rhabdologia. In the olden days, the early days of computer, Napier technology is used for calculation of rhabdologia. Question number 17. Pascaline also known by what? Pascaline is also known by what? Option A, abacus, adding machine, division machine, subtraction machine. Let's see the answer. Option B, adding machine. Question number 18. Punched cards were introduced by Powers, Pascal, Jacquard, Hermann Hollerith. Who introduced this punched cards? If you know the correct answer, you can please comment in the chat box. Punched cards were first introduced by whom? Let's see the answer. Jacquard is the author who introduced this punched cards. Question number 19. Who is the father of the computer? This is the very important and common question. Which of the following options is known as the father of the computer? If you know the answer, you can please comment in the chat box. You can see the correct answer. Charles Babbage. He is the father of the computer. This is a very important question you have to know. Question number 20. The analytical engine developed during the first generation of computers used dash as a memory unit. Option A, RAM. Option B, floppies. Option C, cards. Option D, counter wheels. The analytical engine developed during first generation of computers used dash as a memory unit. If you know the correct answer, you can please comment your answer in the chat box. Okay, let's see the correct answer. Counter wheels. The analytical engines developed during the first generation of computers used dash as a memory unit. The correct answer is counter wheels. Okay, so that's about the test one. So I am planning to have a couple of live sessions where I will show you the previous computer awareness questions. You can also read the questions and options. Try to give the correct answer. So this live session is very helpful to revise your computer awareness and to test your knowledge in the computers, and especially it is very useful for the students who are preparing for the competitive examinations. So we have prepared the computer awareness test series. Okay, even you can visit our website www.vmsclass.com. The test series is computer awareness test series. So we have added all these questions in the form of tests. So you can take this test series and you can practice it. So whenever you want to practice, so this will help the students to crack the competitive exams, and you can increase your confidence, and also you can save the time, because if you know or if you practice the previous questions, you can also save the time. So that time can be used for other sections like mathematics, reasoning, English. You can spend some time on other sections also for the competitive examinations. It will be very useful. And stay tuned. I am going to give live sessions on multiple topics in the computer subject. So please subscribe to our channel to get more updates on the computer education. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next sessions.